What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. As usual, first and foremost, I have to say thank you so much to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, commenting. You guys are freaking amazing. Everyone that's been joining the Telegram group, link in the description. I love reading everything that you guys have to say, popping in and out, hearing about the different coins and what you guys are discussing and things that are happening in crypto. It's really amazing to see this community getting built. And if you guys didn't check out my live stream from last night, you can check it out right over there. It was such a fun time. Crypto Bud stopped by, and it was really just a good time. So thank you so much to everybody that came out to last night's live stream. First and foremost, let's have a look at the markets. So we are back down to $456 billion. I mean, literally, guys, this is what we're doing. We are the Bitcoin roller coaster right now. But if you've noticed what's going on, if you've been looking at your Blockfolio apps lately, you might be noticing that you are down in Bitcoin comparative, and maybe you're also down in altcoins as far as fiat is concerned. So I understand the feeling. I know what it's like. You know, it's one thing to be down in fiat. It's another thing to be down in Bitcoin. However, if we come back over here and we look at it, you could see that Bitcoin dominance is currently at 39.5%. It was sitting at about 36% for quite some time. So we had this discussion last night and we decided that, yeah, we might potentially be in Bitcoin season. So we were discussing how these seasons happen. You have Bitcoin season, Bitcoin kind of goes up, it does its thing, altcoins tend to bleed out. Eventually, Bitcoin hits an all-time new high, prices stabilize, it comes back down, and the wealth gets redistributed into the altcoins. And this was all stuff that we discussed in last night's video. So if you guys are worried about what you should do, what are your strategies? Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Clearly not financial advice, but what I'm doing right now is I'm holding. Personally, I'm holding. If you want to hedge against the situation, I highly suggest that everybody own a small portion of Bitcoin. I say that in all of my videos. Plus, Bitcoin is the big daddy. It's what keeps the community, what keeps the crypto space alive. So I just want to let you know, if you're down, you know, we're all down. It's a red day. It's a red day. You have your green days, you have your red days. Today's a red day. Not for DigiDAO, but for everyone else, it's a red day. So, you know, that being said, guys, don't freak out. You know, don't worry about it. For me personally, I just take these opportunities as good times to accumulate more if you're coming in from fiat. And if you're already in the crypto space, just hold. Just hang out, chill, have a good time. All right? That's my 2 cents. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm doing. So, Bitcoin roller coaster guy. It's just how it goes. So the first thing I wanted to talk about today, though, was the NAC3, or the North American Cryptocurrency Conference, which is going to be happening this weekend in New York City. They're also having another event in LA on the 24th of March. So if you guys want, there's two potential opportunities here. If you come down, you can see that they have a lot of speakers. They have David Hay. I love David Hay. This guy's always making videos out in his garden, watering his plants, you know, talking to his dogs. He's a real cool guy, very straightforward. I really respect him. Crypto Bobby, who apparently did a live stream last night during my live stream, took away all my viewers, Bobby. Why'd you do it? Nah, I love Crypto Bobby. He's a good guy. And Crypto Bud, who I wanted to get. Actually, Crypto Bud, if you guys want, he actually was kind enough last night to hook you guys up with a discount code. So if you guys want to go to the North American Cryptocurrency Conference happening this weekend, I will personally be there. You know, we'll have a good time. We'll talk crypto. We'll talk the future of crypto. And hey, maybe afterwards we can have a drink or something and talk and have a good time. So, you know, Crypto Bud, I actually met Crypto Bud for the first time at the Neo DevCon. That's me with Randall from Crypto Love. Really cool guys. They're all down to earth. Really good time. Thanks to the Trinity party. It was nice to meet everybody. But he did want me to let you guys know that he has a code which I highly suggest you use because you'll save 50% off. So if you guys are planning on going to this conference, all you do is you click down here, you go to whatever one you want to go to, and before you buy your tickets, just put in the promotional code, which is CryptoBud15, written exactly how it is, capital C, CryptoBud 15, and you will get 15% off your tickets. I think that's really generous. So thank you, CryptoBud, for allowing my channel to be able to use your link to get 15% off. And also, if you guys want to go hang out, if you don't want to go, hit me up. Maybe I'll come hang out. Well, let me know. I'll be in the area. Hit me up on Telegram or something. So that would be really, really, really fun. Now, I wanted to talk about some news that's going on. So if you guys don't know, SegWit, this article, it says SegWit gets its big debut as latest Bitcoin Core version introduces full support. So that is a really, really good thing for people that are dealing with Bitcoin transactions, because for the longest time, companies like Coinbase were still dealing with the original Bitcoin addresses, the core addresses. So, all right, so if you don't know the difference between, a legacy address, as they refer to it, and a SegWit address, so SegWit is segregated witness. Now, I know a lot of you already know this, but I have a lot of new subscribers to my channel, so I have to go into detail. So you have the legacy address. So how do you know the difference? If your Bitcoin address starts with the number 1, you are a legacy address. If your Bitcoin address starts with the number 3, you are a SegWit address. What is the difference between legacy and SegWit? Basically, SegWit takes the signatures out, which allows more transactions to occur inside of the block size, right? Because we're still dealing with 1 megabyte if you're on legacy, right? So SegWit takes away that signature, and it's able to include more transactions in the block, which in turn, in a nutshell, it means lower transaction fees for everybody, which is great, right? So it's nice to see that Bitcoin is finally cheap and fast, just like it was intended, the original vision. Now, I know we have the Bitcoin Cash camp, we have the Bitcoin camp, but I am saying that it's a really nice thing to see them. You can see Coinbase, Bitfinex integrating the SegWit upgrade, which I'm happy for. So for a lot of new users that are being onboarded using Coinbase, many of you will be happy to know that your transaction fees are going to be much, much lower than they used to be. I remember about a month ago, I sent Bitcoin from my ledger over to Binance to trade and buy some coins. They charged me $30. And when I went to go move a large chunk of Bitcoin from one wallet to another, they charged me $200. Yeah, guys, you heard me right, $200. Now you're looking at finally transactions down to $1, $1.50. Certain people are reporting 80 cents. So I'm really happy to see that for Bitcoin. It's finally being able to be used once again as a currency, which was the original vision, a peer-to-peer transfer of Satoshi. Very important news for Bitcoin. So yeah, in other news, PayPal executives say that it's very likely that Bitcoin will become a popular payment method. So I do agree with that. However, I wanted to highlight a few things right here. They say that given the volatility of Bitcoin right now, it's not a reliable currency for transactions, because if you're a merchant and you have 10% profit margin, obviously, well, that's what they're going by. And you accept Bitcoin and the next day it drops 15%. Now you're underwater on the transaction. So this is the problem. We're seeing the difficulty of taking Bitcoin and comparing it to fiat. And you and I, everyone watching this, we know that that is an issue, right? It's way too volatile as a payment form. However, once you are inside the crypto community, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, right? It has its own inherent value, but once you transfer it to the fiat world, well, that's when you start to see the volatility. They say that the technology, there's merit to it, but they don't exactly think that currently it's a great way to pay, but they do see that in the future, cryptocurrency is going to be an everyday way of just sending and receiving transactions. I 100% agree with that. I mean, for everyone watching my channel, you guys know that last year, I think it's almost 9 months ago, which is crazy to think how long. 9 months ago feels like, I feel like I've been in crypto for 10 years, but I haven't. But yeah, you definitely realize that it does have inherent value, and I've done many transactions using Bitcoin, Litecoin. I've purchased items using Bitcoin and Litecoin, and actually, people that say that, oh, you can't use it. If you go back to the NAC3 site and you want to come down here all the way to the bottom, check this out. What does this say? Pay in crypto. So you can actually pay for your ticket using Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. It takes a little longer, obviously. You have a 24-hour confirmation period, but this is just the beginning. So yeah, if you guys want to go to the event, you can pay in crypto. You can actually do it. So as far as that goes, I would have to say that that's not 100% true. And that leads me into my next discussion, which says that the Bank of England governor claims that Bitcoin has failed as a currency. FUD, 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 FUD. Don't listen to this garbage about when people say stuff like this. I completely disagree with that. Cryptocurrency's underlying technology may still prove to be useful as a way to verify financial transactions in a decentralized way, Carney said. Now I'm speaking of Mike Carney from the Bank of England. He is the governor. He says that cryptocurrency has pretty much failed us thus far. Nobody uses it as either a means of exchange or a store of value. 100% disagree with that. Stop spreading the FUD. Cryptocurrency is an amazing exchange of value. It's a great store of value. It is a currency. I use Litecoin for everything. I can't wait for the Litecoin debit card. I am pumped for that. So completely disagree with this article. I am tired of the FUD being spread about these people. Cryptocurrency is a viable solution moving forward. That's my opinion. I believe in it and I'm sticking to it. So don't listen to the FUD guys. Ignore this guy. He obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. And clearly you can see if you come over here to cryptovest.com. Now, one of my users in my Telegram group actually put me on to CryptoVest. I never heard of this channel before. I wasn't familiar with it. But I decided, let me take a look at this website, see what they're all about. And I have to say that they are an extremely viable solution for good up-and-coming information regarding cryptocurrencies, blockchains, and I would highly suggest everybody check out CryptoVest. They actually had an article talking about how Australia is having their first blockchain course in Melbourne, which I think is pretty amazing. The Blockchain Innovation Hub director, Jason Potts, told Business Insider that blockchain is quite difficult for newbies and people entering the space to understand. Now, yeah, for people like you and me, yeah, we know what a blockchain is. Try telling your mom and dad what a blockchain is, right? I tried to explain to my dad what a blockchain is. He was like, so it's a chain of blocks? Yeah. Actually, it is. But it's so much more than that. So he says it's one of these things where there's a whole lot of different technologies that have come together to contribute to this big, gigantic working product. Much of the course that they are designing is to help executives and business leaders to understand not just how this technology works, but also to understand what is behind it and to understand how it is going to reflect business models and business strategies in the future. That is awesome. It's really great to see that universities and schools are actually starting to really realize the potential of blockchain moving forward. So that is a thumbs up for blockchain enthusiasts and for the crypto community all around. Another article that I found on this website was that zclassic is free at last, essentially referring to Cryptopia. So Cryptopia is finally allowing withdrawals. It says that Cryptopia itself has created a mechanism for any zclassic coins remaining on the exchange. So users who did not receive their balance in their own wallets, they will be credited Bitcoin private through Cryptopia. However, the exchange will not credit Bitcoin holders with Bitcoin private. So unfortunately, they're not going to have Bitcoin private trading pairs, but if you do have your money on Cryptopia in the form of zclassic, they are going to allow Bitcoin private withdrawals. Okay, so that's good news. However, there has been a lot in the news regarding Cryptopia. Now's not the time to discuss it, but I will say be very, very, very careful with Cryptopia, guys, because there's been a lot of issues with the exchange lately. And, you've seen that the zclassic market price has spiked to 180, fallen all the way down to 158, which I'm pretty sure it's even lower than that. I think it's about, last time I checked, it was about $142, I think. So, you have to ask yourself the question, is it time to get in or is it time to get out? So I can't give you advice on that, but for those of you that stuck around, Cryptopia is going to be offering that. And another thing that I wanted to talk about was that if you guys know this guy over here from Shark Tank, this guy's got one of those really strange names. No, that I'm not good at pronounce. Robert Herkovic. Probably said it wrong again. I'm so bad with names. So he came out and openly said that, you know, he's down with cryptocurrency. And you guys know that Mark Cuban also used to diss it back in the day. And then he ended up saying that he switched his position on it, saying that if you're a true adventurer and you really want to throw the Hail Mary, you might take 10% and put it into Bitcoin or Ethereum. Or in my case, 100%, because I'm crazy and I don't care. And I just put all my money in crypto because I like it better than centralized banks. But if we look at this, it says in the article, at this copacetic, all this is copacetic for Herjavec, did I say that right? Who recently said to the finance media outlet The Street that he was extremely bullish about Bitcoin in particular. So bullish that he actually thinks that we will see a $19,000 Bitcoin at some time this year. We've already seen a $19,000 Bitcoin. So I have no doubts that we'll see it again. So yeah, that's that, you know, he says, to me, it's the wave of the future. Fast forward 25 years from now, there will be some form of cryptocurrency that we will pay for electronically, and the concept of cash will go away one day. I 100% agree with that. I think the concept of cash has almost gone away. I mean, everything's digital anyway. Your bank account, that's all just numbers on a screen. I mean, yes, we pay with 20s, we go to the gas station, we buy a bag of chips, fill up with our gas, but a lot of people now today are paying with credit cards, paying with debit cards. That's all just digital. That's all numbers. That's all centralized, okay? But the issue that I have is that with centralized things like these types of banking, you know, banking institutions, yeah, okay, so we all know how we feel about that. He says as regulations come out, prices will come down. I disagree with that as well. I think that a lot of people are still scared to get into crypto because of regulations. I think that regulations are only going to increase the amount of people investing. My personal opinion. You can do what you want with that information. And also, I wanted to come over here and say that I have to give an extreme apology to everyone on my channel. Everybody knows how big of an Achain fan that I am. I did not know that Achain was offering a Valentine's Day bounty. So yeah, this is about a week old at this point. I feel extremely responsible. I should have reported on this. You know, as we know, Achain, they're 1,000 transactions per second, 30 plus dApps. So basically, in a long story short, if you come over to achain.com/event2018.html or just go to achain.com, I'll leave a link in the description. You can actually fill out this, and basically all you have to do is follow their Twitter, follow their Telegram, provide your username, set up an account, and then give them some kind of a positive review because they're obviously looking for that Western marketing, and they said that they will reward people randomly based on a lottery system, and they will be giving away, I think it's 50,000? The first 50,000 applicants works. Each community member will be rewarded 10 Achain. So yeah, this ends tomorrow. I feel really bad that it took so long for me to get this out to you guys. But if you guys want to go follow them on Twitter, follow them on Telegram, set up your account at achain.com, get your wallet, you could potentially get 10 Achain for each social media channel that you're following them with. But you only have a day to do this, so yeah, sorry guys, I should have brought this to you earlier. I didn't even know they were doing that. But moving on, I wanted to also talk about Lisk. So as you guys know, Lisk had a huge rebranding, relaunch event last night in Berlin. I talked to Crypto Love, he's there, and he's covering it. So the Lisk released an official Lisk hub one day after the rebranding. This is another article from CryptoVest. So if you go to the brand new Lisk website, which I'm going to go to in like 5 seconds, they actually have your own version of Lisk ID where you can create it by doing a random movement over the page using your mouse. It's a proprietary algorithm that combines the graphic elements into a unique wallet avatar. Afterwards, Lisk Hub reveals the 12-word passphrase, which you're all familiar with, which is kept by yourself, no third party. You have to write it down, etc., etc. So yeah, I just wanted to point out the Lisk identity, which is really cool. Moving on to other Lisk news, Lisk actually they had their event, and the things I wanted to point out was that Max Kordek, he actually created the Pioneers Vault where he donated a generous portion of his own Lisk to fund future upcoming Lisk developments. So we're looking at the first Lisk ICO. which is BrickBit. So one of the use cases of BrickBit is the ability to invest in real estate and participate in projects through tokenization. The project is going to allow investors to buy as much tokens as they can afford which are backed by real actual square meters of property. So this is a good example of tokenizing real life assets, taking land, taking registries, taking buildings, taking infrastructures and putting them on the blockchain. This is the first step to really digitizing everything. And we come over here, we have a look at the Lisk graph, and it's had decent growth. It had a little bit of a sell-off. I'm not 100% sure. It's only speculation. Could it be because of buy the rumor, sell the news? Could it be because of what's going on with the Bitcoin price increase, the Bitcoin price dominance? That is to be discussed. That's very speculative. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody really knows. But I will say that we are seeing a little bit of a dip in Lisk. Now, at a $2.3 billion valuation, is Lisk going to make you a millionaire? I don't know, guys. It depends on how much you come in with. Probably not overnight, but could we see a potential 4x to 5x in Lisk's future? It's a potential. So I wanted to come over here, have a good look at the website. I think it's beautiful. They have their new logo here. They have a really awesome video that I watched. I actually really like this website. It's very interactive. There's lots of things that are moving. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm a sucker for nice websites. What can you say? If you put that time and effort into this, yeah. So, okay, down here you see they have their academy, which is really cool because it helps to onboard people that don't know much about it. So what is blockchain technology? What is cryptocurrency? What is consensus protocol? What is a node? What is an ICO? How to run an ICO? And then you could switch it over to documentation, which then they go into discussing JavaScript, which is probably the biggest universal programming language known to man. So Lisk is obviously trying to onboard a lot of the old school ways of doing things. You have JavaScript, original HTML, all that kind of stuff. You can see what the consensus is, what they're doing. A really great website. Here they have things about this is actually Max Cordic right here. Yeah, they have plenty of community outlets you can join. And another thing too is on March 20th in Hong Kong, they have the upcoming Token 2049 event, which Max Cordic, who I just talked about, the co-founder, is going to be doing a keynote speaking about all of this. And one of the things I wanted to talk about too is that Token 49 is a celebration of how far the space has come in such a short time, and will undoubtedly signal where the global blockchain community is headed in the future. So it's really nice to see Lisk. They are doing things like that in that nature. And then finally, I wanted to touch on one more topic, which is the Bitcoin gold sell-off. So somebody just split and moved 664,000 Bitcoin gold. All right, it says right here on Tuesday, approximately all of that Bitcoin was moved for the first time. This is the largest single day increase since the network launch in November. The points I wanted to note is if the owners of these coins intend to sell them, they will be doing so at a time when Bitcoin gold price is at an all-time low, which to me is kind of strange. Why would you sell at an all-time low? At the current price, the coins are nominally worth at about 84.3 million. However, the coin market cap data indicates that Bitcoin gold sits around 40 million in daily trading volume, which would make it quite difficult to unload all of these coins without causing the market to crash. So I'm not creating FUD, nothing like that, but I just wanted to let you know that for anybody holding Bitcoin gold, this is something you should potentially look at, because we saw with the Ethereum dump that happened last year when Ethereum crashed all the way down to, it was like $10 or $13. It was like for like 5 or 10 seconds. And everyone that had their stop losses set sold all of their Ethereum, and then it went back up and everybody came back with a loss. So I just wanted to say a word of caution to anybody that's holding Bitcoin gold. Keep an eye on this, be careful. I don't know what's gonna come of this, nobody knows, but it's something to keep an eye on. And that being said, guys, that is the crypto news for today. I really appreciate everybody that's been coming to my channel, liking, subscribing. Smash that like button, guys. No, it's all good. You don't have to. But I really appreciate all your support. If you guys want, hit me up. Leave me a comment. If there's a coin you want me to look at, if you want to join the discussion, I got the Telegram group below. Don't forget, guys, we have the CryptoBud15. If you want to use that code to the North American cryptocurrency conference, CryptoBud15. Get 15% off. I highly suggest if you're going, it's worth a shot. And that being said, guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.